Welcome to Full Count Rhythm Baseball on the Full Count Broadcast Network, presented by Full Count Ministry and Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Now let's send it to the ballpark for today's matchup.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Greenville, Kentucky, or Central City, the home of the Muhlenberg County Stallions on the campus of Muhlenberg County High School. This is game number 10 for the Full Count Rhythm and game number 8 for the Muhlenberg County Stallions. First and only visit here to Muhlenberg County this year, a place that the Rhythm have never lost. 3-0 here at Muhlenberg County, 5-1 overall against the Stallions, who play in the North Division in the Ohio Valley League. They're 3-4 coming into today's action. They've lost one game in a row. They're in 4th out of 5th place in the North. Full Count Rhythm come in first place in the South with a 6-3 record on a 5-game winning streak. Have the overall record of 6-3 is best in the league. And glad to have you here on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. We're trying to work on our cameras. We do have a 2-camera set going, trying to get shots between the metal fence that is the backstop here at Muhlenberg County. They've had some changes to their field. I understand that they moved home plate and the entire field up. I'm not sure if they moved their fence back or not, but there is a lot of room between home plate and the backstop. So Frankie Delgado's got his work cut out for him today to keep the ball in front of him. Tim Reese riding solo as Zach Williams back at Hendersonville, probably kicking back, watching a little wrestling or something on TV. 2 days off for Full Count. Of course, everybody in the league, except for, I believe it was Bowling Green. And who did they play? They had a game yesterday. Not sure why several of the other teams who had been rained out did not play, but there was only one game on the schedule yesterday. That was Hoptown, actually, at Henderson. Henderson won that game 5-2. Tonight, everybody in action except for Fulton Railroaders. Well, apparently 2 others not in action tonight as well. As I look at the schedule, Clarksville is at DuBois County, Henderson at Paducah, Hoptown at Madisonville. Full Count Rhythm, of course, here at Muhlenberg County. So it's Bowling Green, and got to have my memory for these teams. So Bowling Green and Louisville, the 2 teams that are off. Of course, the Owensboro River Dogs have canceled their season, so any team that was originally scheduled to play Owensboro tonight would have the night off. I assume that is the Fulton Railroaders. On Sunday, it was the Full Count Rhythm who had the 2 days off, Sunday and Monday, and now have 4 away games this week. We have 2 games on the road here first at Muhlenberg County, and then tomorrow go to Paducah. Back home to face the Henderson Flash, and then go on the road to face the Henderson Flash on Friday, and then go up to Indiana to face the DuBois County Bombers in the only visit to Huntingburg, Indiana. Then back home to play the Pistons on Sunday, the 18th. Tomorrow's game at Paducah will be at 6:30 p.m. Henderson Flash game 7:05, of course, at Drakes Creek, field number 3. 6:30 up at Henderson, and 6:30 Eastern. Now, remember that Huntingburg, Indiana is Eastern time, as will be Louisville when we travel there. So, not sure if we're going to get started on time or not here. They just put the bases out. Supposed to be scheduled to start at 7:05 as I see the umpires now arriving at the field. We'll take our first break and come back with the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineups. You are watching and listening to the Full Count Rhythm Broadcast Network.
Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram knocks it out of the park with Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, all new vehicles come with a Rhythm exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles, no additional charge. That's a home run. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram in Madison, just 10 minutes north of Nashville.
If you've got a dream, then we've got you covered. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is like no other.
Strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Welcome back to the Full Count Broadcast Network. Now it's time for the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineup.
And here is the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineup. First for the Full Count Rhythm. Leading off playing center field, Reese Holbrook. Batting second, playing shortstop, Levi Perrell. The DH, Jackson Cothran, will hit third. Logan Harrell at first base. Batting fourth, Jared White in right field. He'll bat fifth. Batting sixth and playing third base, Ethan Huddleston. Cooper Holbrook in left field, batting seventh. Frankie Delgado, as previously mentioned, behind the plate, batting eighth. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Zeb Burns. And on the mound for the Rhythm, 6 foot, 195-pound sophomore from Kentucky Wesleyan, Nick Judd, a right-hander from Owensboro, Kentucky, the son of John and Angie Judd. He is on for his second or third appearance, first start. He has one save. He's thrown 2 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. And he will face the Stallions. Lineup that goes like this: Ethan Rothschild playing center field, leading off. Noah Phillips at second base, batting second. Kyle Hogwood, the DH, batting third. Brock Sisson in left field, hitting cleanup. Right fielder, batting fifth, Garrett Causey. Number 29 has a number change, uniform change, as announced just right before the game. Catcher Bubba Allen, also known as Nicholas Allen on the roster. Caden Ray will bat seventh and play first base. JT Smallwood, the third baseman, hitting eighth. And the number 9 hitter, shortstop Mitchell Mashiko. And on the mound, right-hander Zachary Lawson from Smyrna, Tennessee. I believe he just graduated from Stewart's Creek High School and on his way to Lee University, Chattanooga. He is on for his third appearance, second start of the year, has no decisions. 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 runs they were earned, walked 2, struck out 10 in a 5.40 ERA. The Stallions are coached by, is it Marky Silva, I believe? He coached at Lake Area Academy. He's also coached in Compton College in Compton, California. The Stallions entered the Ohio Valley League in 2016 along with Paducah. We are about to get set for tonight's game as the announcement is being made. I assume we're about ready to stand for the national anthem. So, of course, we will take a break as we don't want to get kicked off Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube because of music rights violations, as they're now announcing the starting lineup. Beautiful night here in Greenville, Kentucky. About 75 degrees here at game time. There was a little bit of a wind coming in from the outfield. Kind of a nightmare for a broadcaster sitting outside right behind home plate. I'm just to the right of our camera angle. I'll show you that'll be the zoom camera as we zoom in on the pitcher. Had to set up right there by the screen. My lovely assistant, Noah Huddleston, the brother of Ethan Huddleston, our third baseman tonight, assisted with the setup. So should have good internet tonight. And if somebody doesn't accidentally pull the plug out of the home dugout, then we should be okay. So a full week of baseball from Tuesday through Sunday here. So 6 days of baseball. Last week, of course, we had a 4-game homestand, and this week 4 games on the road, 2 at home. It'll be a test for these Rhythm players tonight. We will go to our break while the national anthem. Stay tuned to the Rhythm Broadcast Network.
Score home run deals from your hometown dealer. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We've got Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every new vehicle comes with Rhythm's exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles at no additional charge. We've got great deals on deck, so step up to the plate. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram at rhythmcdjr.com. Feel the rhythm, love the ride.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now, it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions right here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
And Mark McDaniel says, play ball. Of course, Mark is not here. He also probably sitting at home watching WWE. Or maybe he and Zach are at the house watching It's a Wonderful Life. Mark, let me know if that is in fact. I think I figured it out. Wish I was there with you. Just kidding. Thanks to everybody who's already checked in on the broadcast, Facebook and YouTube and Twitter. I'll try to do my best on the chats as you send them in. You want to let me know where you're watching from tonight, and if I don't already know, who you're rooting for. So if you're regulars like the Travises, the Quattrochis, the Edwards, of course, the Benjamins always check in, Walter and Robin. Maureen Thompson typically checks in and watches. Jack Thompson's mother. And got a whole list. I think we've got the best fans in the Ohio Valley League, no question. And definitely very supportive of this broadcast, and we appreciate it very, very much. Makes the effort worthwhile. Traveled up on that beautiful Hemp Hill Brothers big 55 passenger bus, and we had a full load. Had some extra folks on there. Kevin Pomeroy, Cade Pomeroy, Chandler Phelps, and who's a mentor, and also chaplain Robbie DeMarini on the bus, along with most of the team. There were a few pitchers that stayed back, as we will head to Paducah tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have some good internet up there, but not sure if that change has made Pat Elliott checking in. Good to have Pat and possibly Brent, as they have been host homes in the past. Sweet Grand Nora checking in from Starkville, Mississippi. Hope to see you this summer, Miss Nora Sills. Jennifer Holbrook down in South Carolina as the first pitch to her son. One of them, Reese Holbrook, is strike one, and we are underway here at 7:09. And there's a ground ball toward shortstop, backhanded, and no play will be made as Reese Holbrook gets an infield single to start us off. Tried to batten down the hatches here for the wind, and now the wind is gone. Levi Perrell steps in, the shortstop. First pitch in there called strike. Runner on at first base. There's another breaking pitch that slides just a little bit inside. Levi Perrell 4 for 21. Step off by Zachary Lawson. Lawson fastball misses low and inside. Count goes 2 balls and a strike. Runner goes, pitch is called a strike, and a throw down to second base. Hops once. And he is in there safely with a stolen base. Try to keep it on. I think this might have been a better view for you, although we are going through the pitcher for that. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Foul ball. That ball goes over to the dugout. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes on deck. Jackson Cothran. Another foul ball off to the right side. And count remains 2-2. Another step off. That should be a ball. That should be ball 3 right there. That's a second step off. Second disengagement per the batter. And now they'll make that call. Good job by Levi Perrell. And we'll have a full count Ministries full count. You're only allowed 1 disengagement by the pitcher per batter. Levi Perrell is not too poor to pay attention. There's a 3-2 pitch. He misses inside, and he'll head down to first base with a walk. First 2 runners reach here in the top of the first inning. Just joining us, Reese Holbrook with an infield single to the right of and in the hole at shortstop of Mitchell Machiko. And Jackson Cothran steps to the plate. Lawson, first pitch in there for a called strike to the left-handed hitting catcher. Today, the DH, Jackson Cothran, who's 3 for 10 on the season. Had a big double in the 2-1 walk-off victory. He'll look at a breaking pitch outside. Count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. Logan Harrell, the switch-hitting first baseman, is on deck. Swinging a foul tip at the plate. Levi Perrell, I don't know if he was going or what, but he had a huge jump down there at first base. Problem was Reese Holbrook wasn't going anywhere, so good thing that Cawthron fouled that ball off. Ground ball to second. The only play will be over to first base, and both runners will move up on the slow hit ground ball to second. Let's get those runners over to second and third with one out. That brings up Logan Harrell. So Noah Phillips over at second base, throws over to Caden Ray for out number one. Logan Harrell 2 for 8. Both those hits are doubles. Strike called. Juggling laptop and mixer. There's another fastball in the outside corner called strike. Logan Harrell might have needed a longer bat to get either one of those. Jared White on deck, another left-handed hitter. Logan Harrell just graduated from Goodpasture High School in Nashville, on his way to Trevecca Nazarene University in Nashville, following his teammate from a year ago, Jonas Smithson. Not to say that that's why he's going there, but great opportunity for Logan Harrell. It's where head coach of the Rhythm, Josh Carman, is a volunteer assistant. That ball's fouled off to the left side. 0-2. Frankie Delgado says, let's go, boys. Josh Cawthron, Vicky Maloney, Jimmy Edwards all rooting for the Rhythm here in the top of the first inning. That pitch sails over to the head of Bubba Allen, and Reese Holbrook will score the Framework Athletics first run of the game on the wild pitch. A lot of room behind home plate. Big, big issue for catchers. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Logan Harrell. He grounds one foul just to the right of Caleb Abney, third base coach, standing very close to the third base line, over there where Levi Perrell's standing. Of course, Harrison Travis, the Rhythm hero of 2022, first base coach tonight, as he has been all season long so far. A man from Soddy Daisy. Tapped foul down the first baseline. This is now a baseball field in transition. Third base dugout has been redone and moved down the line. First base dugout, which houses the press box over the top, still in the same position. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That ball's in the dirt, and the catcher will catch it as it pops up, but will not be able to make the play. Ball 2 and run number 2. Rhythm scored 2 runs on wild pitches. Bubba Allen attempting to block that pitch. He blocked it. It went straight up in the air. Levi Perrell able to come in to score. Another foul ball. Logan Harrell just saw 2 RBI opportunities go by the wayside on wild pitches, but hopefully he's a team player, and he'll just have to get on base for Jared Allen, who's on deck. There's a strike 3 called. Catcher looked like he was running to the dugout. Got a very boisterous fan over here that's on the Rhythm side. So 2 outs, nobody on, 2 runs in. Jared Allen steps to the plate. Jared Allen. Jared White. Jared Allen is a football player with the Minnesota Vikings. Fouls that one off. There's a called strike at the knees. Jared White now down in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Fastball misses away. Jared White, 3 hits and 22 official at-bats. Jared from Georgia Southwestern, hometown of Johns Creek, Georgia. Hello to Kay Hilliard. Checking in on the chat. Grandma watching, Holbrook's grandma from Myrtle Beach as Jared White swings and misses. 2 strikeouts, but 2 runs in the inning on 1 hit. No errors and nobody left on base. We're headed to the bottom of the first. 2-0 full count lead. You're listening to the Rhythm Broadcast Network.
United Machine and Tool has been manufacturing the highest quality projects for a wide variety of industries for over 35 years. We deliver high-quality CNC machine components and fabrication projects from prototype to production. United Machine and Tool is committed to quality and excellence in the manufacturing industry. We're located in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Check us out on the web at umttn.com for any manufacturing need. That's United Machine and Tool, a proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now, it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions, right here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to Muhlenberg County High School, where the Stallions play their home games in the Ohio Valley League. This is Tim Reese riding solo. We got Noah Huddleston, who is acting as security here for the broadcast team and equipment. I'm the team. Christina Evener. God, I keep forgetting if it's Evener or Evener. I think it's Evener. Jared White, who our right fielder, staying at the host home of John and Christina. We thank them as well as all of our host families. Former host families who are still checking in. Kim DeMariny says, let's go Rhythm. And Caroline Donaldson. Aunt Caroline and Uncle Scott watching from Columbia, South Carolina. Those are Reese and Cooper Holbrook's aunt and uncle. Nick Judd with his first start of the year on the mound. First pitch is bunted down the third base line. Huddleston up with it. He will not be able to get Ethan Rothschild with a bunt single to lead off here in the bottom of the first inning on the first pitch he sees. Beautiful bunt. Very thick grass. That ball's not going to roll. Very fall. So 1 on 1 pitch. Now Noah Phillips steps to the plate. He starts to square the bunt. Pulls the bat back. Pitch the ball. Noah Phillips from right here in Greenville, Kentucky, 5'8", 170 pound. I believe he's a rising junior at Midway University. Fastball from Judd misses high. Rothschild from the University of Southern Indiana. His hometown is Evansville, Indiana. There's a fastball that's drifting out now to right field. Jared White makes the one-handed grab near the line for out number 1. Not a hit and run, as Rothschild's was not running on the play. So now Nick Judd's just a ground ball away from getting out of the inning after the leadoff bunt single by Rothschild. Kyle Hallgood, the DH, steps in, throw over to first base. Logan Harrell, first baseman, playing in his second game over there at first base. Zeb Burns at second, Levi Perrell at short, and Ethan Huddleston at third base. Oh, throw over has got him picked off, and he was going on that play. Nice throw over by Nick Judd to get Rothschild for out number 2. Two outs, nobody on. Kyle Hallgood, fastball right down the can. Nick Judd bringing it there. There's a fastball just a little bit high. Kyle Hogwood, a junior, 5'10", 170 pounds, from Forney, Texas. That's way high. Did not play this past spring at the University of Mary Hardin Baylor in Belton, Texas, which is just north of Austin. If you're familiar with Texas, near Killeen and Temple. 2 balls and a strike to the DH with Brock Sisson on deck. Breaking pitch apparently stayed a little high. My vantage point is actually below field level, so everything's going to look lower or higher to me. 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. We'll have another full count. Ministries full count. First team of the summer down in Nicaragua. Foul ball. Full count first pitch. Foul ball. 17 of 45 coming in. I didn't even figure that out. That is probably about 40% on the year. 70% major league average, and we'll do it again. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and down goes Hogwood on strikes. First strikeout by Judd. And that's facing the minimum in the bottom of the first inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on. We're through 1 inning, and we are scheduled for 9 innings. Rhythm lead 2-0. You're watching the Full Count Rhythm Broadcast Network.
Score home run deals from your hometown dealer. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We've got Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every new vehicle comes with Rhythm's exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles at no additional charge. We've got great deals on deck, so step up to the plate. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram at rhythmcdjr.com. Feel the rhythm, love the ride.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now, it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions, right here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back. Tim Reese riding solo tonight. 3rd away game, 2nd broadcast that we have had on the road. Attempted up at Paducah, Zach Williams and I, but the internet just not cooperative. But tonight, Verizon provided by Todd Neal working well here. Ethan Huddleston will step in and look at a first pitch from Zachary Lawson. It goes high. Huddleston having a slow start, as many of the Rhythm hitters are, as he swings over a breaking pitch there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Huddleston from Gallatin, Tennessee. Finished up his career at Volunteer State, heading to the University of Montevallo. Swings at a high fastball and can't catch up. Now down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hello to his mom and stepdad, Shannon and Dan Zettel. There's breaking pitch he just gets a piece of, just actually missed that one. That was a very hittable breaking pitch. Football field off in the distance over left field. Swings and misses at a ball in the dirt. Throw down to first base to complete the out. And there's the first out. 3 straight strikeouts for Lawson after a single and a walk to lead off the inning, or lead off the game. And Cooper Holbrook steps in. Holbrook, Vanderbilt University. He swings at the first pitch. Looks like a changeup. Breaking pitch, swung on and missed. Breaking pitch down low is fooling so far Ethan Huddleston and Cooper Holbrook. There's a pitch in the dirt. That scored a run in first inning. Very thick grass back here behind home plate. As I said, they're kind of reconstructing this field. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That is fisted in the right field for a base hit. Cooper Holbrook runs that one out as though right fielder playing in. Might try to throw to first base, but that is a base hit between first and second. He was way late on that pitch, but hit it in the right spot, and that'll bring to the plate Frankie Delgado. First pitch to Delgado, high and outside. Two to nothing Rhythm lead here in the top of the second inning. Another pitch was high and away, not even a choice for Frankie right there, unless that would have been a hit and run. Cooper Holbrook will take a bag, though, from time to time. There he goes. Basically a pitch out, throw down to second base, and Holbrook is out. Ball 3. That is the first caught stealing for Cooper Holbrook. He's now 7 for 8 in stolen base attempts. Strike called, 3-0 pitch. So 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Well, the Full Count Ministries full count. 1 for 1 today on full count first pitch foul balls. If he swings, over 50% of the time, he'll foul it off. And he does not swing, and he should have, as the umpire is not interested in calling the actual plate, which they don't, and I don't necessarily think that they should, but that pitch definitely close enough to swing at. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base with the caught stealing. 2 to nothing. Rhythm still lead. Thanks for tuning in on the Rhythm Broadcast Network.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram knocks it out of the park with Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, all new vehicles come with a Rhythm exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles, no additional charge. That's a home run. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram in Madison, just 10 minutes north of Nashville.
If you've got a dream, then we've got you covered. Rhythm, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram is like no other.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Tim Reese back in Muhlenberg County. The Rhythm are taking on the Stallions tonight in cross-divisional action, North versus the South. Rhythm in first place in the South, a 6-3 record. Muhlenberg County in fourth place with a 3-4 record. Of course, Rhythm have won 5 straight after going 1-3 the first 4 games. 5-game winning streak moved to 6-3. Nick Judd out on the mound for inning number 2. He will face 4, 5, and 6 in the Stallions order. Brock Sisson, Garrett Causey, and Bubba Allen. There's a pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. Another pitch just a little bit farther out. All right, the over-under on how many innings this guy's going to talk every half inning. I'm going to give him 5.5. There's a fastball. Nice movement on that pitch by Judd. Brock Sisson didn't agree with it, the left fielder. Fastball misses outside. Brock Sisson, 5'10", 190-pound junior. And that breaking pitch backs up, and we'll have Full Count Ministries full count. Played 5 games for Lee University this past year. He's from Helena, Alabama. Just missed a little high with that fastball, and lead-off batter here in the bottom of the second reaches on a walk. First walk by Nick Judd. Gave up a lead-off bunt single on the very first pitch he delivered to Ethan Rothschild. But then later on picked him off after Noah Phillips had flown out to right field. Kyle Hogwood struck out to end the inning. Garrett Causey, second-year player here with the Stallions, looks at a breaking pitch in there for a called strike. Causey plays at Oakland City University. He's from Evansville, Indiana. Breaking pitch misses down low. Causey's appeared in 4 games. It was a 111 batting average. There's a fastball in the outside corner for a called strike. Judd ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner stays at first. Breaking pitch is foul tipped into the glove, and that's strike 3. Second strikeout for Nick Judd. first out here in the bottom of the second inning. Bubba Allen, catcher, 6-hole hitter, steps in with 1 out and 1 on. Swing and a miss, throw down to first base. Sisson back in time. Says Allen. Let's see, I'll get to it here in a minute. Runner goes and the pitch is fouled straight back. Looks like our camera no worse for the wear there. Bubba Allen apparently normally wears number 18 from the University of Cincinnati in Claremont. From Independence, Kentucky, just south of Cincinnati in northern Kentucky. UC Claremont, suburb of Cincinnati, Ohio. Runner stays put here. That pitch is popped up and it will get out of play straight behind the backstop. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. I didn't even know the University of Cincinnati Claremont had a baseball team. Of course, the University of Cincinnati is the Bearcats. Cincinnati's my hometown. Grew up there. Throw over to first base, not in time. Went to the Miami University for a year, and then I headed south, where I got the bumper sticker that I wasn't born in the South, but I got here as quick as I could. Runner stays, popped up to the right side. That'll be a shallow right field. In comes Jared White, but out goes Zeb Burns, and he makes the catch for out number 2. And it brings to the plate Caden Ray. First baseman. Goes to Morehead State from right here in Central City, Kentucky. Hometown boy. Runner stays. Ball is popped up to the right side. That'll get out of play over by the concession stand and restrooms. The hitting facility is off to the right side where the Rhythm took their BP, did not get on the field, as apparently they want less traffic here, trying to grow some grass, especially around the foul territory areas. 2 outs, 1 on here in the bottom of the second inning. 2-0 full count leads. Caden Ray slices another one. It gets, not sure if it got up into the press box or must have. I didn't. Wade Gish, the broadcaster for the Stallions, is up there along with the PA man, and looks like he must be okay up there. Just met him before the game. Hope that line drive didn't take him out. 0-2 pitch coming from Nick Judd. Runner stays, and that ball will get by. Here comes Frankie Delgado, and that did mess up our. We're going to have to do some readjustment here. We'll try to do it in between innings. It's going to be the one on the tripod is the one that's got an issue. I can't believe that happened. 1 ball, 2 strike. Breaking pitch misses outside. Swing and a miss. And down goes Caden Ray. 3 outs. Noah Huddleston working on our camera. We are through 2 innings. We'll take a break. You're listening to the Rhythm Broadcast Network.
Score home run deals from your hometown dealer. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We've got Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every new vehicle comes with Rhythm's exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles at no additional charge. We've got great deals on deck, so step up to the plate. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram at rhythmcdjr.com. Feel the rhythm, love the ride.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now, it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions, right here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
We're a little bit fixed. A little problem in that upper right corner on our camera. See if this one, that one didn't change. We can live with that for right now. Heading to the top of the 3rd inning. Nine, 1 and 2. And Zeb Burns will bunt through a fastball. As we've got a Chinook helicopter. Let's see if you can get that. Yeah, there it is in the upper right corner. Double bladed. They're going to say he went on that breaking pitch in the dirt. Count goes a no balls and 2 strikes. Zachary Lawson. Maybe he goes by Zach. There's another break pitch, the same pitch. Burns able to hold up on that one. Fastball misses low. Holy cow. That is unbelievable. I was ready to put a ball on there, and that is a called strike. Wow. 5th strikeout for Lawson. That was the most generous of the strike calls that I've seen here tonight. And Reese Holbrook, the top of the order, steps in. He will square the bunt, pull the bat back, and pitch is called a ball. That looked way better than the pitch that Burns just struck out on. Ground ball that's snagged by Lawson. He'll go and take it himself over at first base. That's a 1 unassisted at first base for out number 2. Reese Holbrook now 1 for 2. He had an infield single in the first and scored the Framework Athletics first run of the game. Framework Athletics, where the team meets the bus for away games. Popped up in the infield. Caden Ray over at first base, now in foul territory. He'll make the catch off the bat of Levi Perrell for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 3rd. 2-0 Rhythm still lead. The Full Count Broadcast Network.
Whatever your destination in life, you can get there easier with a checking account from F&M Bank. At F&M, our checking accounts give you the tools you need to manage your money well, like our smart free checking account that's actually free, because sometimes the basics are more than enough. Making lives better by making banking easier. Come see us at one of our branches or online at myfmbank.com. F&M Bank. Banking made easy. On purpose. Member FDIC.
Slim Chickens makes it easy to feed your hungry crowd. Fresh hand-breaded tenders, perfectly fried wings, and all the southern sides made fresh for you. It's easy. Just order on the Slim's app or website. and leave everything to us. You can get it delivered right to your door. Any party, any size. Slim's has your crowd covered. Download the Slim Chickens app to order and earn rewards.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Tim Reese on the Full Count Broadcast Network back at Muhlenberg County, where the Rhythm lead 2-0 over the Muhlenberg County Stallions. 2 runs in the top of the first inning. As the first 2 batters reached for the Rhythm. With runners at first and second, Jackson Cothran hit a ground ball to the right side. Both runners moved over to second and third, and 2 wild pitches scored the runs. First pitch swinging, number 11, J.T. Smallwood, the third baseman. Judd gets ahead. Now, no balls and 2 strikes. John Smithson watching in Mazante. I know where that is. That's in Nicaragua. There's strike. Oh. Okay, an umpire balk right there. He was ready to call that strike 3, but he pulled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. There's a swing and a miss. Down goes Smallwood. 4 strikeouts now for Nick Judd. That brings up number 9 hitter, the shortstop, Mitchell Machiko. Common spelling of Machiko. From Claremont Mud Scripps College in California. His hometown, Torrance, California. 5'9", 175 pounds. He rifles one down the right field. It will go foul. Hop over the fence for strike 1. Hello to all those that are down in Nicaragua. Henry Jackson, Tyler Cruz, as there's a square around a bunt, and Machiko will take it right in the chest, I think. They're going to go out and check on him now. He is in a crouch right there. Now he's going to try to walk that one off, but I didn't see exactly where it did hit him, but it had to. It was chest high, and he was squared pretty far around. Haven't seen him indicate maybe where that occurred, but first hit batter for Nick Judd. He has 1 walk. The first 9 batters, 4 strikeouts. A walk, a hit batter. Did give up a leadoff bunt single to Ethan Rothschild, who is stepping into the plate with 1 out and 1 on. Another square around the bunt. Fastball high and away. Mimi checking in with a Bible verse. Romans 5:8. Big jump lead as Judd steps off of the rubber, and that's his 1 disengagement per batter. Now they're going to say a time has a time violation, so that'll be ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes to Ethan Rothschild. Center fielder batting from the left side. Runner starts to take off. That ball gets into dirt. Frankie doesn't know where it is. He's rounding second, but he will stay at the bag. And the count goes to 3 balls and no strikes. Time called as Frankie Delgado will go out to the mound, talk to Nick Judd. So 1 hit for each team with 2 runs for full count. Cooper Holbrook out in left, Reese Holbrook in center, Jared White in right field, Ethan Huddleston at third, Levi Perrell at short, Zeb Burns at second, Logan Harrell at first base, Frankie Delgado catching Nick Judd as we play here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Lights are on. Sun still providing some light. There is ball 4. And runners now first and second. Noah Phillips, who flied out to right field, steps in. Played at 52 games with Midway University this past spring. 32 hits, hit 205. The pitch is down low, throw down to third base is not in time. And a double steal. Seemed like a very slow developing play there. I'm not really sure what happened. Not sure if Frankie didn't see that the runners were going or what, but now runners at second and third, so the conventional double play is by the wayside. Check swing on a breaking pitch outside. That is 6 straight balls outside of the strike zone for Nick Judd. There's a breaking pitch, gets in there for a called strike. Nick Judd pitches at Kentucky Wesleyan, 6 foot, 195-pound sophomore from Owensboro, Kentucky. Pitch down. Count goes 3 balls and a strike. Snap throw by Frankie Delgado. That ball's fouled off behind the plate. Count goes to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full Count Ministries, full count. Charged to go, and they're going to call strike 3 on the swing. Nice breaking pitch on a full count. Did not foul it off, but 2 outs. And Nick Judd trying to get out of runners at second and third with 1 out as a left-hander warming. Looks like Jordan Walden warming up in the Rhythm bullpen. Kyle Hogwood swings and misses. Hogwood struck out to end the first. Nick Judd doesn't care how he gets out here in the third, just wants an out. Frankie Delgado going to try to play hockey goalie, and there's a prime example. Able to keep that one right there by the dirt and the grass. Mitchell Mashiko down at third base. There's another block. Pitch in the dirt. Mashiko was hit by a pitch down at third base, and Ethan Rothschild, who walked, down at second base. Breaking pitch swung on and missed. 2 strikes now, 2 balls. Nick Judd 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning with another strikeout. Struck out 1 in the first, 2 in the second. Struck out 2 already here in the third. Trying to strand 2 runners. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. And he gets Hogwood to go on that breaking pitch once again. Nick Judd wiggles off the hook. Once again, no runs, no hits, no errors. 2 runners left on base. We're 1/3 of the way through this ball game. Rhythm lead 2-0. You're watching Full Count Rhythm Broadcast Network.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
This is home. So is this. And this. But home isn't just the stunning views or the rugged beauty. It's what you make of it. It's a place for joy and peace. A safe haven where memories are made. It's all of these things. Home is a feeling, and it's created by the people around you. This region is home, and we're so proud to be a part of it.
Top of the 4th we go. Zachary Lawson out on the mound for the Stallions to work the 4th inning. He will face 3, 4, and 5 in the Rhythm lineup. Stay tuned after the game or near the end of the game. We'll have the Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram player of the game. And somewhere during the ball game, we'll have a Chick-fil-A of Rivergate alumni spotlight. First pitch swinging. Jackson Cothran comes up empty on that swing. Had a very important ground out in the first inning. Fastball misses high and away. Going to go to the way back, all the way back to 2021. That pitch is fouled off to the left side for our Chick-fil-A of Rivergate alumni spotlight. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Rhythm DH, Jackson Cothran. Fouls another one off the screen. Logan Harrell's on deck. We'll pick that one up. Breaking pitch misses away. That's a backup breaking pitch right there from Lawson. Ground ball to second again, but this time nobody on. Noah Phillips ranges a couple steps to his left, and we'll throw Cothran out at first base for out number 1. Logan Harrell steps in. Struck out looking in the first inning. He was at the plate when the wild pitches came in, scored both runs. Fastball misses high. I understand on Friday Rhythm will get their second incoming freshman that's on the roster. Brett Waringer will arrive from New Jersey. He's headed to Georgetown University. Logan Harrell headed to Trevecca Nazarene. Will stay in the Nashville area. He's from Hendersonville Gallatin area. Went to Good Pasture High School. 3 balls, no strikes to Harrell, and now 4. So Lawson just kept going higher and higher and higher. That's a 4-pitch walk, so I think, pretty sure that Lawson is an incoming freshman himself to Lee University. He's from Smyrna, Tennessee, went to Stewart's Creek High School. Starting to cool down here in Greenville, Central City. Jared White looks at a first pitch strike. He struck out to end the first inning. Ground ball back to the box and just a lob throw to second base. In the dirt, picked out of there by Machiko to get the force of Logan Harrell. I'm not sure if he was concerned about throwing that ball into center field as he was standing on the mound or what, but very, very tentative delivery to second base. Jared White reaches on the fielder's choice. 2 outs. And Ethan Huddleston at the plate. Struck out on a breaking pitch in the dirt to lead off the second inning. There's a fastball that rides in on his shins. 2 balls, no strikes. On deck, Cooper Holbrook. Breaking pitch at the letters, called strike. Two runs in the first and zeros on the board after that. White leads, but does not go. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch. Fourth inning. Three innings, Rhythm have not left a runner on base. And Huddleston gets jammed again on a breaking pitch and hits off the top of the press box this time. No announcers harmed with that foul ball. We'll do the 2-2 pitch all over again. Lawson from the stretch. Another foul ball at the plate. Pretty young, energetic fan over here for the Stallions, as we have a cowboy hat player delivering baseballs. It's the second team. DuBois County had some Cowboys hat. First time I ever saw the cowboy hat on a baseball player was Will Pryor for the Rhythm. There's a pitch in the dirt. Corralled, as my partner would say, by catcher Bubba Allen. And well, the Full Count Ministries full count. 2 outs, runner will be going on the pitch. Let's see if Lawson throws over to first base just to keep White honest. He does not. Pitch is taken for ball 4. Pitch just a little bit above the letters as that throw back to Lawson gets free, but not far enough for White to advance. It puts runners at first and second. Third walk of the game, second walk of the inning for Lawson. 2 outs, Cooper Holbrook. Rhythm still looking for their first long ball of the year. Nothing like the present time for that to happen. That ball in the dirt, nice backhand by Allen as he comes up cocked and locked right there. Shaking a little bit that head. Not really sure what that was all about, but a year ago, Ryan Miller hit 2 bombs here at Muhlenberg County High School Stadium. As I said earlier, the Rhythm have never lost here. 3 games, swing and a miss on a breaking pitch down low. Thanks for joining the Rhythm Broadcast Network on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. Whether you're rooting for the Rhythm or the Stallions, we're glad to have you. There's a fastball. He eludes the bat of Cooper Holbrook. He's now down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. He singled to right field on a jam shot in the second, but was later caught stealing. The 1-2, swing and a miss, and Holbrook down on strikes for out number 3. That's a 6 strikeout for Lawson. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 runners left on base. 2 walks. First 2 runners left on for the Rhythm. After 3.5, score is still 2-0. You're listening to the Full Count Rhythm Broadcast Network.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
And we have a Hemphill Brothers call to the bullpen. In for Nick Judd, left-hander Jordan Walden from Georgia Southwestern, 6 foot, 165 pounds, sophomore from Vidalia, Georgia. Son of Chris and Julie Walden, brother to Brittany and Amanda, grandson of Papa and Grandma and Papa and Nana. Both sets of grandparents in Vidalia, Georgia. Staying at the home of Eric and Gay Sutley, along with another left-handed pitcher from Georgia Southwestern, and that's Juan Anderson. Saw Eric and Gay at church on Sunday, and they said that those 2 young men, as has been the last 2 years that they've been host homes, are very well behaved, very nice, and not causing any problems there at the Sutley estate. So they are happy to have them. So Jordan Walden will take over for Nick Judd. Nick Judd goes 3 innings, gives up only 1 hit, no runs. Walked 2, struck out 6 batters. Did hit 1. As I have put on my sweater here in Muhlenberg County. Check the current temperature. It's got to be down in, well, it shows 70 degrees, but the sun has gone down. Feels like, says of 70. Walden will face 4, 5, and 6 of the Stallions. Order first pitch, ball 1. Walden on for his 3rd appearance of the year. Pitch misses down low. The hunt is on for the baseball that snuck out of Frankie's glove. Goes behind the home plate umpire. Brock Sisson, the batter who walked in the second, he picked the ball up and delivered it back to the umpire. 2 balls and no strikes. There's a swing and a miss. Walden, 6 innings of work, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned, walked 2, struck out 6. Opponent's only hitting 143 against Jordan Walden. There's a fastball right down the heart of the plate, looked like. The 1 hit that Nick Judd gave up was a bunt single on the first pitch he delivered. Popped up to the right side. Zeb Burns back, but in comes Jared White, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. Garrett Causey steps to the plate, the right fielder. He struck out in the second. Only one hit for each team. Foul ball off to the right side. Got more air traffic coming through. As long as we don't hear a duck and cover, I'll be fine. Walden from the stretch and delivers fastball right down the can. No balls and 2 strikes. Chris Walden says, so thankful for the Sutleys. Joyce Walden says, let's go Jordan, as that pitch is driven down the left field line, but it will go foul. Count stays, no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch, and that's way up high and outside. Pretty sure that's not where he wanted that pitch to be. Not an actionable pitch there. On deck, Bubba Allen. There's the breaking pitch that I think he was looking for earlier, and that slides on inside. Causey didn't appear to be at all interested in that breaking pitch. See if he goes back to the fastball in the outside corner. He goes to the fastball, but he wants a new baseball. That pitch goes low and inside. We'll have a Full Count Ministries full count. Stay tuned. Near the end of the game, we'll have the Full Count Ministries verse of the game. Mimi has sent in Romans 5:8. Many of you probably know that one. Is that ball's popped up in the infield. Logan Harrell under it. Moves 4 steps to his right and makes the catch. So a no on our full count first pitch foul ball, but a yes, 2 and out. First 2 retired by Jordan Walden. Had to work for that one. Went all the way to the full count, and Nicholas, call me Bubba Allen, the catcher, steps in. He popped out to the second baseman in the second inning. Walden delivers a fastball that apparently is down low, so maybe the home plate umpire has changed his opinion of low strikes now. That one fouled off or over the screen. Stallions had their kids camp that ended today. Had a 2-day kids camp. A few of them are around here. I thought maybe they would have them out on the field for the national anthem, but they did not. Not that I saw. I might have been distracted with trying to make sure I had equipment running. Foul ball back this way. Does not change our camera angles at all, as that ball was just barely touched. This is only the 4th game of the year for Bubba Allen, 1 for 9 coming into today's game. Pops that one up. That should be playable for Ethan Huddleston right around the infield and makes the catch in. The home plate umpire doesn't tell me, but I believe it was in foul territory for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Jordan Walden here in the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll take a break. Be right back on the Full Count Rhythm Broadcast Network.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your order fresh right in front of you. And let me tell you, watching that can send a rush of emotions through a person. Excitement, impatience, baby-like wonder, indecisive, anticipatory chewing, nervous pacing, happy claps, and finally, jealousy, because that's this guy's sub. I should order one. Good idea. Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Here at Pizza Ranch, our research tells us kids love our buffet. All right, kids, to recap, your favorite things about eating at Pizza Ranch: pizza, chicken leg. Wait, who said pudding plate? Joey, what's a pudding plate?
It's a plate full of pudding.
Carl, put it on the board. Kids love Pizza Ranch, and parents love that kids eat free on Tuesday nights.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
I think this kid is onto something.
Dead air, folks. We got dead air. Tim Reese back at Muhlenberg County. Beautiful night, 70 degrees now, 75 at game time, and we are going to the top of the 5th inning. Zachary Lawson, the starter, still out on the mound for the Stallions. He's given up 2 runs, but there were 2 hits. I apologize. I think I had said that both teams only had 1 hit. They've had an infield single, a bunt single, and a fisted single to right field. So not a whole lot of hard contact here for either team. Rhythm will send Frankie Delgado, Zeb Burns, and Reese Holbrook to the plate to face the incoming freshman to Lee University. He's a Creeker from Stewart's Creek, Smyrna, Tennessee, just east of Nashville. And Frankie will square around the bunt, and he will miss the first pitch he sees. Third baseman J.T. Smallwood now playing in on the grass. Breaking pitch catches that inside corner at the knees, and Frankie Delgado now down, no balls and 2 strikes. Romans 5:8. God demonstrates his love for us in this, that even though we were sinners, Christ died for us. Part of the Romans Road. If you're sharing the gospel with somebody, thank you, Mimi, for sharing Bible verses each night that the Rhythm are on as Frankie goes down swinging. 7 strikeout for Lawson. Zeb Burns, who was a strikeout victim in the 3rd inning. May have been that pitch that was around shin high. Right. I think that might have been that pitch right there. This time called a ball. We're all human, though, folks. Everybody makes mistakes, even Zach Williams. Not often. We do write it down when it happens, but or take a picture of it, like a red snow cone dropped on the floor in the Mark McDaniel Memorial press box. That went in there for a called strike. But other than that, he's solid as a rock. There's a strike on the outside corner. Nice pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the Rhythm second baseman from Catawba College, playing in his hometown of Salisbury, North Carolina, and goes down on strikes swinging this time. Fastball high and tight. That Burns, would have been a ball, could not hold up on. Reese Holbrook from the University of North Carolina, from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, the son of Chad and Jennifer Holbrook. Steps in, he's 1 for 2. Looking to get something started. He taps one down that first base line, but it will kick foul as he's running to first base. Lawson's coming over to field the ball, and Holbrook has to avoid him. But no issue, as that one twists and turns, it goes foul in the thick grass. On deck, another Catawba Indian, Levi Perrell, batting in the 2-hole. Drew Robertson not in the lineup today. He's actually in relief on the mound for today's game in case he's needed. 1-1 pitch to the left-handed hitting Reese Holbrook, playing in, I believe it's game number 6. Fastball misses inside. Has the second most hits on the squad. He came in with 6, now has 7. 6 for 18, batting .333. He lines one out to center field, sends back Ethan Rothschild, who makes the over-the-shoulder catch. Nice jump on that ball by Rothschild, and the best hit ball of the ball game is a line out to center field. 1-2-3 inning for the Rhythm. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We will head to the bottom of the 5th. Jordan Walden still on the mound for the Rhythm. See if he can hold the Stallions down once again.
Corson Fire and Security first opened for business in 1946. From the very beginning, we understood something important. We're not just protecting buildings. We're protecting the dreams that built them. We're protecting the lives unfolding inside them. Fire extinguishers, sprinkler systems, and security products are the tools of our trade, but people are the inspiration behind it. For 7 decades, we've never forgotten that. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
7, 8, and 9 due up for the Stallions here in the bottom of the 5th to take their shot at Jordan Walden, left-hander from Georgia Southwestern, on for his 2nd inning of relief after Nick Judd goes the first 3, giving up 1 hit and no runs. Caden Ray, the first baseman, who struck out to end the 2nd. In there, looks at ball 1. Tapped foul to the right side. Count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. Rhythm on the road tonight and tomorrow, back up at Paducah. Play the Chiefs, who are scuffling, won their first 5 games of the year and have dropped the next 4, fall to 5 and 4. Another one off the end of the bat. That'll go to the end of the Stallions dugout. Count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tim Reese riding solo here on the road. Zach Williams has a real job. It's nice to be retired. 1-2 pitch. Misses low. Frankie Delgado makes the snag there. We are in the bottom of the 5th, and our super fan for the Stallions is still going strong. Walden misses badly with that pitch, and we'll have a Full Count Ministries full count. Stay tuned for the verse of the game. Toward the latter part, we'll have a very, very, very short after game wrap up. Swung on and popped up into shallow center field. Back goes Perrell. In comes Reese Holbrook, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Now 1 for 4 on a full count first pitch foul balls, but out number 1. So it bunt single, and really, other than a couple walks and a hit batter, Stallions have not threatened. Did get runners at second and third in the third inning, but 2 strikeouts by Nick Judge shut that down. That's a pitch on the outside corner at the knees. Nice pitch by Jordan Walden. They got a little bit of a haze, I guess, starting to roll in. That's a nice breaking pitch. Left-handed hitting JT Smallwood started to get out of the way of that pitch, but ended up on the outside corner at the knees for a called strike. JT Smallwood struck out to begin that third inning. Another breaking pitch. That's grounded slowly to second. Burns up with it over to Logan Harrell for out number 2. Nice play by Zeb Burns. We'll have a pinch hitter here for Mitchell Mashiko, number 23 in the ball game. See who that might be. Unidentified individual, because I don't have anybody number 23 on the roster. So he's just going to be number 23. A right-handed batter steps in. We'll see if I can hear what they might call him, but Mashika, the shortstop, was the one who got drilled right in the chest. Walden misses with the first 2 pitches to number 23. Bubba Allen is wearing a different uniform tonight as well. I just didn't get any update on who some of these other players that may be wearing a different uniform. Walden gone 3-0 to the mystery man. If somebody who's Stallions fan happens to know who number 23 is here, feel free to send in a chat on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. Now, don't tell me it's Michael Jordan. I'm on to that one, okay? So he takes a 4-pitch walk. First base runner given up by Walden. He retired the first 5 that he faced. Back to the top of the lineup, Ethan Rothschild, who's been on base both times. If we have a public address announcer, I'm not hearing him announce anybody. So apparently a minimal staff here. Lefty on lefty matchup. Fastball misses inside. Rothschild came in hitting .360. Led the team in at-bats and hits. There's a fastball called strike. That is questionable there. One ball, one strike, 2 outs, a runner at first base. Swing and a miss. Rothschild down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes now. With Noah Phillips on deck. Swing and a miss. Walden gets Rothschild swinging to end the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left on base. After 5, 2-0. Full Count Rhythm still leads. You're listening to the Rhythm Broadcast Network.
United Machine and Tool has been manufacturing the highest quality projects for a wide variety of industries for over 35 years. We deliver high-quality CNC machine components and fabrication projects from prototype to production. United Machine and Tool is committed to quality and excellence in the manufacturing industry. We're located in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Check us out on the web at umttn.com for any manufacturing need. That's United Machine and Tool, a proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Tim Reese back at Muhlenberg County with a Hemp Hill Brothers call to the bullpen for the Stallions. Number 33, right-hander Vincent Perazzi, I'm going to go with. Pirozzi. Vincent Perazzi from Point University, which is in West Point, Georgia, I believe. Did not play this past year. 6'2", 195-pound right-hander from San Pedro or Pedro, California. I think he's a senior. Not sure what his background is, but I looked up the Point University website. I think it showed him on the roster, but did not show any statistics. I did see somebody who checked in on, I think, Facebook maybe. Anthony Perazzi, thank you for the live stream. We're watching from I'm going to go Pedro. Pedro? I think it's just Pedro, California. Go number 33. Well, he's in the ball game. And relief of Zachary Lawson, who goes 5 innings, gives up 2 hits, 2 runs. They were earned. Walked 3 batters, struck out 8. All this unofficial. And is on the hook for the loss as the game stands right now, but he had an outstanding performance. Although the Rhythm so far in 9.5 games has not really shown a high propensity to hit the ball, have shown a high propensity to pitch it well and play good defense. Rhythm third in the league with a .961 fielding percentage, 13 errors. The Stallions a .946 fielding percentage. They're 8th in the league out of 11 teams. And Perazzi will face 2, 3, and 4 in the Rhythm lineup. Levi Perrell, Jackson Cothran, and Logan Harrell. And Perrell will square around the bunt, and he'll lay one down. Beautifully placed. They're not going to get him. Throw over to first base, and that will get to the fence. Perrell might think about 3. They just now pick up the baseball, and that's the right fielder. Throw to third base is cut off by our new shortstop, number 23. And that's Garrett Causey. It throws that over, so that'll be a base hit and a 2-base throwing error by Vincent Perazzi. There's the first error of the game. And that puts a runner at third base with nobody out, and Jackson Cothran stepping to the plate. Infield in, and Cothran takes a healthy cut, comes up empty. That would have been one that Perazzi would have been better off just sticking in his glove. Popped off to the left side. Count goes no balls and 2 strikes as Perazzi trying to retire Cothran via a strikeout. Oh-2 pitch. Changed up, breaking pitch, fouled off the screen. Jackson Cothran, 2 ground balls to the second baseman. Nobody out, infield in. JT Smallwood at third, and Number 23, the unidentified shortstop. Noah Phillips at second, Caden Ray at first. That fastball misses high. Our super fan off to the left now running through his same material for the third time. Popped up and will get out of play. Perazzi on for his fourth appearance of the year. 4 innings, 3 hits, 4 runs. They were not earned. Walked 1, struck out 3. Opponents hitting 200. Off of the right-hander from San Pedro, California. That pitch misses low and inside. Jackson Cothran just finished up his career at Motlow State Community College. He's from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, played high school ball at Siegel High School, and he is headed to Ohio, Middle Ohio, Athens, for the Ohio University Bobcats. He fists one that will just get over the second baseman for a bloop RBI single as Jackson Cothran put the bat on the ball. Tough luck pitch right there by Perazzi. That brings in the third run of the ball game, and there's the first RBI. And that brings Logan Harrell to the plate. He had a chance at 2 RBIs, but in the first inning, but 2 wild pitches took that chance away. Looks at the first pitch, strike. 3-0 Rhythm lead here in the top of the 6th inning. Runner goes, pitch is a ball, throw down to second base. Gets him on the head as the tag is applied. Jackson Cothran caught stealing. Second runner caught stealing today. There's the first out. Bubba Allen has thrown out 2 would-be base stealers. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Logan Harrell, who bats with nobody on. Cothran, pretty speedy catcher. It's a DH today, but Motlow State, every game that I called that he played in, he was behind the plate. Excellent fielding catcher. Hit about 240 for the Motlow State Bucks. Logan Harrell struck out in the first and walked in the fourth. Was forced out on a ground ball by Jared White. 3 balls and a strike to Logan Harrell. 1 run in the inning. Fastball misses away, and we'll have another base runner for the Rhythm. That is the first walk by Vincent Perazzi. Jared White, left-handed hitter, steps in. Takes a hack and foul tips it into the glove for strike 1. There's a strike called on a fastball. Hittable pitch there. Bunt single by Levi Perrell and a throwing error on Perazzi put him at third base. That fastball tails away from the strike zone for ball 1. Perrell was at third base with the infield drawn in, and Jackson Cothran just got enough of a ball off the handle that got into the outfield. White fouls that one off to the left side. Got just over the dirt into shallow center field. Noah Phillips would have been playing a regular depth, probably would have had that. But Marquis Silva, the head coach of the Stallions, thought probably needed to cut down a run as Jared White Swings and foul tips that into the mitt. And once again, Bubba Allen thought that was third out. Only 2 outs. First strikeout of the night for Perazzi. So 2 outs and a runner at first base brings up Ethan Huddleston, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. That will come right back to me for a foul ball. So let me know if you want me to autograph that, Coop. Cooper Holbrook comes over to pick that one up. Huddleston starts to go. That ball rides high and inside. Rhythm with 2 in the first, and now here 1 in the 6th. Fouled off. Huddleston now down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rhythm came in with the best ERA by over a run, 2.14. Tops in the league. Huddleston able to hold up on that one. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stallions come in with a 5.95 ERA, but they're pitching very well. That's 8th in the league. Fastball been called a strike before, but not this time. We'll have a Full Count Ministries. Full count. Home plate umpire indicates that that one was down, and I am in 100% agreement. Full count, runner be going on the pitch. And a breaking pitch is called, strike 3. Ethan Huddleston started to go and held up, but that will be strike 3. Rhythm score 1 run on 2 hits. Was 1 huge error and 1 runner left on base. We're through 5.5. The Rhythm lead 3-0. You're watching Full Count Rhythm Broadcast Network.
Score home run deals from your hometown dealer. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We've got Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every new vehicle comes with Rhythm's exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles at no additional charge. We've got great deals on deck, so step up to the plate. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram at rhythmcdjr.com. Feel the rhythm, love the ride.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now, it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions, right here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Hemphill Brothers call to the bullpen for the Rhythm. Number 40, Griffin Shelton, in relief of Jordan Walden. Griffin Shelton from Catawba, 6'1", 195-pound senior from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Went to Oak Grove High School with shortstop Levi Perrell. It makes now 3 Catawba Indians in the ball game right now. Right there in the middle of the field, pitcher Griffin Shelton, Levi Perrell, and Zeb Burns. The 4th Indian, Drew Robertson, is probably in the bullpen. Griffin is a right-handed exercise science major, son of Bobby and Emily Shelton, brother to Dawson. And his girlfriend Grace will check in from time to time on the broadcast. Met her up at Paducah as the family was in town. There's a Pawpaw and Nanny in King, North Carolina, Pop in High Point, and a Mimi in Winston-Salem, staying at the host home of Andrew and Autumn Robertson with his high school buddy, Levi Perrell. And he is on here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Jordan Walden goes 2 innings. No hit, no run. Baseball did walk 1, struck out 1. First pitch from Shelton must have missed inside. Two, 3, and 4 for the Stallions. Noah Phillips steps in. And that fastball, little chin music right there. Is fastball is Shelton's riding into the right-hander. Phillips 0 for 2, fly out and a strikeout. Fastball on the inside corner for a called strike. Nice pitch by Shelton. Two one turns into a 2-2 as Shelton nothing but fastballs to start. Shelton's 3rd appearance, 1 1/3 innings. Strike called on the outside corner, and down goes Phillips. That might have been a little questionable, maybe a little hair outside. But with 2 strikes, you got to be swinging at that pitch. Kyle Hogwood steps in. He struck out twice. The 1st and the 3rd. Shelton giving up 3 runs, 2 were earned. Walked 2. That was his first strikeout as a Rhythm pitcher. There's a fastball. Looked like it was right down the can. Must have been a little high, at least according to our home plate umpire. Strike called right there. Carolyn Perozzi is not an A. All right, I'm gonna have to study that chat right there. See if I can get it. I want to pronounce it right. Pedro, San Pedro. Ground ball to Perel, throws on the run as he likes to do, and strike right to Logan Harrell for out number 2. So is it Perozzi? Pirozzi? Perozzi or Perozzi? San Pedro. I think I'm getting that right now. 2 outs and a swing and a miss by Brock Sisson, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. Popped up. That might be playable. Harrell and Delgado come over, and Delgado, just out of your frame, cannot make the catch. A lot of room back behind home plate. Logan Harrell came in, but it was definitely the play of the catcher, Frankie Delgado, just off to the right of your screen is where he got caught up a little bit in that grass. Fastball misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brock Sisson. Garrett Causey on deck. Fastball has been called a strike before, and Frankie Delgado 1 step to the left, but a little bit too early, and another umpire balk. He started to go. Two balls, 2 strikes. Shelton delivers ball 3 with a Full Count Ministries. Full count. So they do have some entertainment here, and he happens to be a super fan That ball's hit out to left field. Cooper Holbrook ranges to the gap a little bit and makes the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Griffin Shelton, the third pitcher on for full count. We will keep it right here since they're not playing music in between innings. No PA, no between innings game. And we'll tell you about the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate Alumni Spotlight. This looks like we might have some changes. Wonder if it's wholesale. Got a number 38 out at first base now. Let's see if I can get to that. Cale Hill, the new first baseman. And I think we have a new pitcher. We'll have to get those here in a minute. That's number 25 that is out on the mound. That would be Jasper Flowers. And we'll see if we have any others. But our Chick-fil-A Rivergate Alumni Spotlight tonight is Tyler Littlefield from our 2021 ball club from Long Beach, California, a middle infielder, the son of Scott and Heather Littlefield. He played his baseball at USC Aiken. That's the University of South Carolina, Aiken. Played from COVID year 2020 and just finished up this past May in 23. Graduated from USC Aiken. Also played at Houston and Fresno City. Played 91 games at USC Aiken. Had a .234 batting average. Had a big walk-off winning double versus Paducah in 2021. He also had 2 4-hit ball games, which is a relatively small company for full count rhythm players in the last 2+ years. He is now working for the San Diego Padres. His father was a scout and an administrator, I believe in the Texas Rangers organization, while Tyler played for the Rhythm. Tyler played for the legend Kenny Thomas at USC Aiken and also played for him in 2021 as a rhythm coach. Cooper Holbrook steps in to face our new pitcher, Jasper Flowers. It is quiet here except for our super fan. Ball fouled straight back. Ball 1 strike. Might have 50 people here. Maybe 35 now. Holbrook singled and struck out. And he gets fisted again. And there's our second ball that's gone into the press box area. There's 2 windows in that press box. You couldn't hit it over there if you tried. And there's 2 that have gone in there. That one was a lot softer of a foul ball. The other one was absolutely drilled. As Marky Silva, coach looks up, check in the press box to see if it's okay. There's a breaking pitch, misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one takes some skin off the chin right there. We'll have a full count. Ministries, a full count. Jasper Flowers pitch is a breaking pitch, just goes low as Holbrook started to go, but able to hold up. And the first walk by Flowers. Perosi goes 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 run. Was unearned. 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Frankie Delgado steps up. First pitch he sees goes high. Not squaring to bunt as third baseman J.T. Smallwood in on the grass. Throw over to first. Holbrook back in time. Actually, that's Caden Ray now down at third base. He moves from first to third. I think it's still Phillips at second base. Another throw over to first base. Holbrook back in time. Right now I'm thinking I'm pretty happy we're not coming back here to Muhlenberg County again. It's not that enjoyable to listen to somebody times called. We're going to have a timeout called by the first base umpire for some reason. Not sure why. So first base umpire is asking Josh Carmen if he wanted to use a conference. I'm not really sure what that was about, but Josh Carmen said no, he does not want to conference. Let's go 1 ball, 1 strike. I thought maybe the umpire was going to come in and try to shut this guy down for his comments that he's making. Not overly positive. And the runner goes. Pitch is a ball. Another throw down to second base. Cooper Holbrook gets in there safely. The first stolen base of the game is Bubba Allen. It's thrown out. Cooper Holbrook and Jackson Cothran, but could not get Cooper Holbrook on that one, so he's now in scoring position with nobody out. Frankie Delgado looking for a knock right here to drive in the 4th run for the Rhythm. Swing and a miss. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes thanks to title sponsor Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Been a title sponsor for the Full Count Rhythm their entire existence. Thank Ryan Duncan and the group over there. There's a ground ball to second. That'll get the runner over. Phillips up and over to first base. Cale Hill, the new first baseman, makes the catch for out number 1. And Holbrook moves to third on the ground out. So Caden Ray now at third base. He moved from first to third. And the mystery man, number 23, who's not on my roster at shortstop. Noah Phillips at second and Cale Hill at first base. Zeb Burns at the plate with the infield in again. There's a breaking pitch blocked by Bubba Allen. Jasper Flowers says, keep that ball. I want that one. Flowers 5'11", 180 pounds. Played on the JV squad at Lindsey Wilson this past season. There's a changeup that gets by the catcher. Play at the plate in the dirt, and Cooper Holbrook will slide in safely as the ball is mishandled at the plate. So the third wild pitch of the ball game that scores a Rhythm run. So 4 runs in, only 1 driven in by a Rhythm player. Now nobody on. Zeb Burns has a 2-ball, no strike count. Fastball misses out. Holbrook reached on a walk, stole second, moved to third on a ground out by Frankie Delgado, and scored on the wild pitch. So another big ground out. That pitch gets in there for a called strike. So Jackson Cothran and Frankie Delgado don't get credit for any RBI, but baseball people will realize the contribution that they made to scoring couple runs. That ball is fouled off to the right side. We'll have a full count Ministries. Full count. 1 for 5 on full count or first pitch foul balls. Hello to everybody down in Nicaragua watching on YouTube. The first week's group in Nicaragua. We just go over the 9 o'clock time period. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch. Down goes Zeb Burns for out number 2. Now bring up the top of the order, Reese Holbrook. First strikeout for Jasper Flowers, who's the 3rd pitcher on for the Stallions. 4 hits in the ball game. Now 5 if that stays fair, and it will not. Just goes foul. Cooper Holbrook out in front of that pitch. They're looking for his 2nd knock of the ball game. Holbrook with a infield single. Levi Perrell with a bunt single. Jackson Cothran with a bloop single. Pitch just misses. And Cooper Holbrook with a fisted single. So not any hard contact on any one of the 4 base hits for the Rhythm. And only a bunt single by Muhlenberg County. That pitch bounces up to the plate. Playing here in the top of the 7th inning, cooling down quickly. Let's see what we're at, 63 degrees here in Greenville, Kentucky. Swing and a miss as Holbrook looks back to see if he hit Bubba Allen's glove. Hello there to Travis Smith, big supporter of full count rhythm. Another foul ball down that right field line. Harrison Travis is okay. Didn't even come close to him. First base umpire or first base coach for the Rhythm. Caleb Abney down at 3rd base. Josh Carmen, the head coach, in the dugout. 1-2 pitch, another foul ball that catches the top of the screen, stays in play. Levi Perrell, flip that over to the ball boy who's having a time handing baseballs to the home plate umpire. We got 2-2 on the board. See if it's, are we at a 2-2 count or are we at a full count? We are at a full count. Why is this not working now? Whoops. Full count, first pitch, foul ball as my computer is got a mind of its own right now. And another 3-2 pitch. Grounded too short. Mystery Man 23 up and over. He is not going to get the speedy Reese Holbrook. Another infield single. Keeps the inning alive. And our negative talker spewing again. 2 for 4 is Reese Holbrook. 2 out. Knock. 5th hit for the Rhythm. Levi Perrell steps in, sees a fastball go high. Throw over to first base. Holbrook back. Breaking pitch, that'll get in there for a called strike. Reese Holbrook, playing in game number 6, now has 8 hits, 2 stolen bases. Actually, now 3. He had one in the first inning. There's breaking pitch that stays high. The 20 people that are here, half of them laughing at our super fan. Wonder if he's here at every game. Throw over to first base, back in standing is Reese Holbrook. 2 balls and a strike. Guy's starting to get out of control. I'm wondering if anything will be said here soon. 2 outs, 2-1 count. Pitch outside. It goes 3-1 with 2 outs. On deck, Jackson Cothran hoping to get a plate appearance here in the top of the 7th inning. That's fastball, misses outside. Ball 4, and runners now first and second. Second walk of the inning by Jasper Flowers. Jackson Cothran steps in. 1 for 3. Timeout called as, I believe that's Marky Silva. I know his brother helps him here as a coach, but I know Marky's got the long hair. I don't know that the brother has the long hair. Thanks to Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram for their support, along with Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. You see many of the sponsors, our meal sponsors. See Jersey Mike's right there, Pizza Ranch, Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. And we have Jaggers Construction, Zaxby's. Many of the top sponsors, our logos are scrolling there on the screen. We thank them for sponsoring Rhythm and sponsoring this broadcast, as we not only broadcast home games, but get on the road, hopefully have good internet. Have very good internet here tonight, thanks to Todd Neal and his Verizon hotspot. So runners first and second, 2 outs as the meeting concludes. Brandon Jaggers just texted in, give him a headset. I don't think you want that guy on this. I would assume that you can hear him pretty well. I'm hoping that you can't, but I don't know how you can't. I wish he'd be standing on the Stallion side, but he's sitting over on the Rhythm side. Wants to project to the Stallion folks, I guess. Jackson Cothran looks at another ball high. 2 balls, no strikes, as Jasper Flowers struggling to find the strike zone here. Walked Cooper Holbrook, who stole second, reached third on Frankie Delgado's ground out, and then scored on a wild pitch. Then an infield single by Reese Holbrook with 2 outs and a walk. Runners at first and second, and a breaking pitch gets in there for a called strike. Nice pitch. Rhythm in 10th game of the year, still looking for their first home run. Assume that's still Brock Sisson out there in left field. He's playing very shallow. Center fielder Ethan Rothschild's playing pretty deep, as is Garrett Causey in right field. 2-1 count, 2 outs. Misses. Just constant noise. Tell us what negative talker is saying. He keeps yelling at the umpire when they don't call a strike or they don't call an out. Jumping on it. There's another breaking pitch. Jackson Cothran just giving up on that breaker for some reason. Not really sure. It looks pretty good when it comes across the plate, and we'll have a Full Count Ministries full count. Not sure. Runners should be going as they go. Line drive out to center field. That will be caught on a sliding catch by Ethan Rothschilds. He must have come in a bit on that pitch and made another nice play. That's 2 stars for Ethan Rothschild on the line out to center field. But the Rhythm score one more on one hit, although the hit did not produce the run. No errors, 2 runners left on. That's 5 for the game. And the Rhythm now lead 4-0 over the Stallions as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's stretch time here in Muhlenberg County. You're listening to the Rhythm Broadcast Network.
United Machine and Tool has been manufacturing the highest quality projects for a wide variety of industries for over 35 years. We deliver high quality CNC machine components and fabrication projects from prototype to production. United Machine and Tool is committed to quality and excellence in the manufacturing industry. We're located in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Check us out on the web at umttn.com for any manufacturing need. That's United Machine and Tool, a proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Griffin Shelton back out on the mound for inning number 2, his second inning of work. Retired the 3 that he faced in the bottom of the 6th inning. He will face 5, 6, and 7. That should be Garrett Causey, Bubba Allen, and Caden Ray. I believe Cale Hill then would come in for JT Smallwood to play first base. But we'll see if that place in the batting order shows up this inning. Griffin Shelton's first pitch low for ball 1. Causey 0 for 2, struck out and popped out. Rhythm lead 4-0 here at Muhlenberg County. There's a shot down that third base line. It will go foul past the outstretched glove of Ethan Huddleston at third base. 1 ball, 1 strike. Catawba Indian. Griffin Shelton out on the mound. 4 Indians on the roster for Full Count Rhythm. 3 in the ball game right now. Cooper Holbrook still out in left field. His brother Reese Holbrook in center. Jared White in right. Ethan Huddleston, Levi Perrell on the left side of the infield. Zeb Burns and Logan Harrell on the right side, and Frankie Delgado catches that swing and a miss pitch from Griffin Shelton. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 hit for the Stallions. This is reminding me of the Spencer Wilkins complete game 1 hitter shutout last year. There's a breaking pitch, starts to go, and umpire says no, he didn't. First base umpire. Well, the Full Count Ministries full count. 2 for 8. Had quite a few swings on full counts tonight. Only 2 foul balls. We'll have one right here. Ball 4. And the leadoff batter is aboard. Nick Judd, starter for the Rhythm. 3 innings, 1 hit, no runs. Walked 2, struck out 6. Did hit a batter, and now all of a sudden we have somebody who shows up with music, a walk-up song. Must be the only batter in the lineup that told the PA guy that he has a walk-up song. Shelton's curveball gets out of the glove of Frankie Delgado, and the runner will move down to second base on the pass ball. Sharp breaking pitch that just got out of the glove of Frankie Delgado. I am not the official scorer. I don't have Game Changer even pulled up here. It's a luxury I cannot afford. too many other things going on. Swing and a miss on a fastball. Okay, so this is not, or is, yes it is, okay. 29, Bubba Allen. I was going to say, I thought that it's his position in the order. 1 ball, 1 strike, down in the dirt. Smothered by Frankie. Allen 0 for 2. Stallions only have 2 home runs themselves. That one goes over the fence, but it goes foul. Rudy Tucker, who's not in the ball game, has 1, and Noah Phillips, the second baseman, has the other. Stallions come in hitting .220, which is 8th in the league. Rhythm are in last. That pitch goes down. We'll have another full count. Ministries full count. Rhythm hitting .203. They're bringing up the bottom, but are pitching it so well and playing good defense that's led them to win 6 out of 9 ball games. That pitch hits the batter right there. Or did it hit the bat? Nope, he's going to go down to first base. And it had to have hit him because ball goes to the screen and the runner can't advance. They'll put runners at first and second, and we'll have a mound visit by Tyler Sills. Brought to you by State Farm. Mitch Warren over at State Farm in Hendersonville, right there on Indian Lake Road. Thanks to Mitch and the folks over there, Deanna Howell and Vicki Ledbetter, working in the office with State Farm. And now Tyler Sills is calling for Josh Carmen. See if we got anything going on. I'm not sure if we got a injury issue, as the home plate umpire will go out and hear the discussion that's going on. Josh Carmen to talk to Griffin Shelton. Shelton walks the first batter and now hits the next batter, and Griffin Shelton will come out, assume, due to an injury. And it does look like Drew Robertson going to make his debut on the mound for the Rhythm. We'll take a break and come back and see if we can figure anything that's gone on with Griffin Shelton. You're listening to the Full Count Rhythm Broadcast Network.
Score home run deals from your hometown dealer. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We've got Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every new vehicle comes with Rhythm's exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles at no additional charge. We've got great deals on deck, so step up to the plate. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram at rhythmcdjr.com. Feel the rhythm, love the ride.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now, it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions, right here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Drew Robertson on the mound for full count in relief of Griffin Shelton. It appears as though Shelton must have had an injury, as Tyler Sills, the pitching coach, went out to talk with him after he walked Causey and hit Nicholas Allen on a full count pitch. putting runners at first and second with nobody out. And as Tyler Sills went out, talked to Shelton, then Sills ended up calling for Josh Carmen to come out. And he took Griffin Shelton back with him. So Drew Robertson knew that he had a shot to get in the game in relief as a Rhythm will dig into the reservoir here with former left-handed pitcher Drew Robertson getting his first action on the mound. He will face Caden Ray, the now new third baseman for the Stallions. Down 4-0, nobody out, 2 runners on. And Robertson's first pitch, throw down to second base, is caught by Zeb Burns. Annoying fan is just yelling at umpires and telling them to wake up, and yelling at pitchers when throwing pitches out of the zone. There's a strike on the inside corner as he screams at an umpire who calls a strike on a pitch going over the plate. This is getting out of control here, and I'd have to popped up. We'll see if that's playable for Frankie Delgado. Logan Harrell is over, and it does fall within the fenced area, but Logan Harrell unable to make that play off to the right of your viewing area. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Caden Ray, and Cale Hill is on deck. He did come in for JT Smallwood. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Robertson looking for the strikeout, and instead he hits the screen, and that will knock the camera off a little bit. See if we can direct that. There we go. My lovely assistant, Noah Huddleston. He's working on that camera. That one's attached to the fence. This particular angle is not. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's popped up, and it will get out of play. Runners now at second and third on the wild pitch. Tough situation for Drew Robertson to come into a ball game, but we'll see what he can do here with 2 on. That pitch gets behind Frankie Delgado and behind the umpire, who does not get out of the way for Frankie. Count goes full. There is a base open, but Drew Robertson, left-hander from Catawba, so one Catawba pitcher replaces another. And we have a Full Count Ministries full count. There's a fastball that I have no idea. It must have missed inside. And the bases are now loaded. That was very, very close pitch to take right there. Cale Hill steps in for his first plate appearance of the ball game with the bases loaded and nobody out. Cale Hill from Marietta, Ohio, goes to Marietta College, 5'11", 170 pounds. He looks at a first pitch and looks very similar to where the 3-2 pitch was, and it's called a strike. JT Smallwood went 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Hill now trying to get the Stallions on the board, swings through that pitch for strike 2. Hill, a rising senior, I believe, second-year player at least, if not a third-year player with the Stallions. There's a pitch on the inside corner. Robertson cannot believe that's not a call to strike. And That pitch has been called a strike numerous occasions tonight. Cale Hill hitting .250 coming in, 3 for 12, and he swings and misses for out number 1. So a walk and a strikeout, and here comes the mystery man, number 23. We never got a name. And there's no public address announcement for him as well. He came in for Mitchell Machiko, who was hitting a chest as he was squaring around a bunt. Ended up running the bases, but ended up coming out. He fouls that one off. I think the umpire took that, although Frankie took his mask off, as maybe it did catch Frankie instead. And he's still yelling to a first base ump to wake up. 0-1 pitch, and that will hit. Number 23, and there's an RBI. And there goes the shutout. Second hit batter of the inning. That run charged to Griffin Shelton. So a walk, a hit batter, a walk, a strikeout, and another hit batter produced a run. And now the top of the order is at the plate. Popped up, and that will get out of play. Travis, yeah, interview him. Hey, come on over. Swing and a foul tip into the mitt by Ethan Rothschild. He's down in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. So tell me a little bit about yourself and start at the very beginning. 0-2 pitch popped up into shallow left field. In comes Cooper Holbrook, and he will make the catch, and he will throw in one hop to Ethan Huddleston. Nobody can advance, and 2 outs now. Noah Phillips steps to the plate. If you laugh, you just encourage him, folks. Drive out to left field. Back goes Holbrook. Noah Phillips got a hold of this one, and it would hit at the base of the fence. 1 run is in, and here comes the second run to throw the plate. Tag is out. Not really sure if he got the tag. But 2 runs come in. And that is the 3rd out. 2 runs come in. That 3rd run tried to score from first base as Noah Phillips put a charge in that one. And that ends the inning as Full Count retains the lead, but now only by 1. So a double to the base of the fence by Noah Phillips. He drives in 2 runs. And number 23 is cut down at the plate. We'll have to see that on replay to find out who all made those plays, but we will come back on the Full Count Rhythm broadcast and see if we can figure it out. Thanks for watching on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook.
Whatever your destination in life, you can get there easier with a checking account from F&M Bank. At F&M, our checking accounts give you the tools you need to manage your money well, like our smart free checking account that's actually free, because sometimes the basics are more than enough. Making lives better by making banking easier. Come see us at one of our branches or online at myfmbank.com. F&M Bank. Banking made easy. On purpose. Member FDIC.
Slim Chickens makes it easy to feed your hungry crowd. Fresh hand-breaded tenders, perfectly fried wings, and all the southern sides made fresh for you. It's easy. Just order on the Slim's app or website and leave everything to us. You can get it delivered right to your door. any party, any size. Slim's has your crowd covered. Download the Slim Chickens app to order and earn rewards.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Tim Reese back on the Full Count Broadcast Network as these guys keep hitting the fence that our camera is attached to. But no worse for the wear there, I think. As we have a Hemphill Brothers call to the bullpen for the Stallions, another right-hander, as they have now thrown 4 right-handers. And Brady Nybrugge, Niebrugge, from Brescia University, the 4th pitcher. And he'll come on to face 4, 5, and 6 in the Rhythm lineup. Now, with a slim 1-0 or 1-run lead, 4-3. 3 runs scored in the bottom of the 7th inning on only 1 hit. That big double by Noah Phillips with bases loaded and 2 outs. Logan Harrell's 0 for 1 and has walked twice. First pitch from Nybrugge. Brody Nybrugge. I got to get that down. Not an easy name right there. Probably not pronouncing it correctly, but Jasper Flowers goes 1 inning. Gives up 1 hit, 1 run. Walked 2. Struck out 1. That's a foul ball by Logan Harrell. He's now down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. On deck, Jared White. Don't have any height and weight on Nybrugge. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch, and he gets Harrell with 3 pitches. Jared White steps in. He's 0 for 3. Struck out twice, grounded into a fielder's choice. Nybrugge from Watson, Illinois. Swing and a miss. 4 straight strikes for Brody. We'll just go with Brody. 5 hits for Full Count. Been 6 walks. Been very helpful for the Rhythm as White swings through that pitch. Four to 3 Rhythm lead. That pitch, first one out of the zone for Nybrugge. His 4th appearance of the year. Has an 0-1 record. That one sliced out to left field, but Brock Sisson makes the catch on that line drive off the bat of Jared White. 2 outs. And that brings up Ethan Huddleston, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. Huddleston is due. Only 3 hits on the season. That pitch will hit the umpire straight up without even glancing off the glove of the catcher, Bubba Allen. I knew that hit something funky right there and must have hit off the left shoulder pad of the home plate umpire. Apparently he's okay. Nybrug from the stretch with 2 outs and nobody on. There's a breaking pitch called strike. On deck, Cooper Holbrook. Breaking pitch fouled off. Huddleston now down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Started at 75 degrees, now down to 61. See if we can stay in the 60s here by the time the game ends. There's a fastball goes down low. Rhythm 2 runs in the first, 1 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th. There's ball 3. We'll have a full count, Ministries full count. Muhlenberg County 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th to get back in this ball game. Rhythm have never lost here at Muhlenberg County in their 2+ years. This is the first and only visit to Muhlenberg County here, unless that gets into the championship game, and there's a base hit on a ground ball just past the diving third baseman, Caden Ray. No on the full count first pitch foul ball, but yes to a base hit for Ethan Huddleston. It's been a while since we've been able to say that, so get that one out of the way, and maybe we can start an impressive hitting streak for the infielder. Cooper Holbrook steps in. He's 1 for 2, singled and walked. 2 out knock for Huddleston. Breaking pitch misses low and away. And the mouth of Muhlenberg County continuing. I absolutely sold him short here, thinking he would peter out in the 5th inning. He's going strong here in the 8th. That pitch misses again, low and outside. Nybrug retired the first 2. Logan Harrell on a strikeout and Jared White on a line out to the left fielder. Giving up a ground ball base hit to Huddleston, and now 2 balls, no strikes to the left fielder, Cooper Holbrook. That's a 2-0 pitch popped up to the right side. Might be playable. If so, it'll be in foul territory, but it will drop in front of right fielder Garrett Causey and Noah Phillips, who was hustling from second base. And 2 balls and a strike. You guys can hear him, Christina Evener. It's unbelievable here in person. If I'm the owner or if I'm running the Muhlenberg County Stallions, I'm gonna have to come over and tell that guy he's got to pipe down. I don't care if he paid his $10. I give him his $10 back and tell him to go somewhere else. It's absolutely uncalled for. Thank goodness he's not using foul language. Maybe that's the only thing. We got a balk called. Not sure what happened, but Ethan Huddleston will head on down to second base. Now this guy's going to jump on the first base umpire for no reason. Now runner in scoring position. Cooper Holbrook, a chance to drive a run in. Outfielders playing about regular depth. Already seen Ethan Rothschilds with 2 great plays out in center field. That pitch gets in there for a called strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sisson in left, Rothschilds in center. Causey in right field, I believe. 2-2 pitch. Breaking pitch in there for a called strike, and Holbrook goes down looking for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We are headed to the bottom of the 8th inning with a slim 1-0 lead for the Rhythm. You're listening to the Full Count Rhythm Broadcast Network.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
Since 1980, Hemp Hill Brothers Coach Company has been rolling strong in the coach rental industry right here in our own backyard of Tennessee. At Hemp Hill Brothers, we bring a personal and customized approach to every project we work on. This is why our clients love riding with us and why they trust us to get them to wherever they need to be. Plus, at Hemp Hill Brothers, all coach rentals include a driver for your trip. Hemp Hill Brothers are proud to provide transportation for the Full Count Rhythm all season long. And listen for the Hemp Hill Brothers call to the bullpen this season. If you're interested in more info, find us on the web at hemphillbrothers.com or give us a call at 615-876-9000. That number again is 615-876-9000.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Hemp Hill Brothers call to the bullpen for the Rhythm. Number 14, Jack Thompson from Virginia Military Institute. 6 foot, 185 pounds senior from Reston, Virginia. Son of Gene and Maureen Thompson. He is on a relief of Drew Robertson. There's a grandpa in Chester, Virginia. And aunts and uncles and family all over in Chester, Midlothian, and Manassas. Staying at the home of Mike and Kim Hayes for year number 2. He is back with the Rhythm, one of 10 players for the Rhythm who are here for at least year 2, and there's 2 who are on the squad for the 3rd year. Drew Robertson, who just pitched for the Rhythm, is on for year number 3, as well as Jackson Benjamin, and we'll have a pinch hitter for Muhlenberg County. Let's see if we have him on the roster. We do. Big 6'6", 250-pound Brennan Williams steps in for Kyle Hogwood. First pitch from Jack Thompson misses low and away. Brennan Williams, second-year player for the Stallions, also played 2 years ago for the Madisonville Miners, and I believe he's the same Brennan Williams who hit a walk-off home run as that pitch is called a strike. Okay. That pitch was shin. Jack Thompson drops down, and that one slides away. Count goes 3 balls and a strike. And that's ball 4 is Jack Thompson. So a pinch hit walk by Brennan Williams. Brings up Brock Sisson. Brock Sisson 0 for 2 with a walk. Another breaking pitch hits down in the dirt. Timeout called. We got a new catcher actually back here. I believe that's Aiden Napier who has come in. I believe that's a number 35 back there. He's catching Jack Thompson. Logan Harrell still at first. I believe that's still Zeb Burns out there. It is. Second base, Levi Perel at short and Ethan Huddleston at third. Breaking pitch just misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Thompson struggling to find the plate. There's a strike called again right at the hollow of the knees. Brock Sisson not appreciative of that call. Runner goes. There's no chance at all to throw him out. That ball goes into center field. Brennan Williams now, late start, will head on to third base on the errant throw. Brennan Williams had a huge jump. Steals second and moves to third on the error. The catcher in a tying run now 90 feet away. Three ball, 1 strike count to Brock Sisson with nobody out. And got timeout down there at third base. Not really sure what's going on, but umpire is now. Time is called as Thompson throws one in there nice and soft and ends up hitting Brock Sisson. Three balls and a strike. Runner at third base. Nobody out. There's a breaking pitch fouled off the screen. Count goes full. Full Count Ministries, full count. Two for 9 today on full count first pitch foul balls. Breaking pitch starts to go, and first base umpire says, and now number 21 has just been ejected from the game. Brock Sisson, after being rung up on that strike 3. First strikeout by Jack Thompson. 1 out. 21 has been ejected. That's the left fielder, Brock Sisson. I'd have to say I didn't think he went around on that, but he was not happy with that call at all. Didn't seem extremely demonstrative. Didn't hear what he said, but you can't hear anything over this fan over here that's screaming the entire game. Absolutely a black eye on the Muhlenberg County Stallions, no question about it. This guy standing over here screaming the entire game. It's unbelievable. Apologize, folks, that you have to hear this all game long. Nothing I can do about it. First pitch to Garrett Causey, misses down low. Strike called. Jack Thompson having to work hard here to try to keep the lead. Causey 0 for 2, and there's a ground ball back to Thompson. That will keep Williams at first base. A broken bat and a ground out to Jack Thompson. Now 2 outs. And Williams has to stay at third base as mouth of Muhlenberg County's apologizing when he let slip a couple of curse words. Bubba Allen steps in, swing and miss on a breaking pitch by Jack Thompson. See if Jack Thompson's now up for the challenge. Retire Bubba, that breaking pitch misses just down. On deck, Caden Ray. Allen 0 for 2 was hit by a pitch on a 3-2 pitch. and then scored on that double. There's a shot down, gloved by Huddleston. Throw over to first, and that retires Bubba Allen. Nice play by Ethan Huddleston to strand the runner and keep the lead for the Rhythm as we head to the ninth. No runs, no hits, one error, and one runner left on base. We go to the ninth. The Rhythm lead 4-3. You're listening to the Full Count Rhythm Broadcast Network.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
This is home. So is this. And this. But home isn't just the stunning views or the rugged beauty. It's what you make of it. It's a place for joy and peace. A safe haven where memories are made. It's all of these things. Home is a feeling, and it's created by the people around you. This region is home, and we're so proud to be a part of it.
Back at Muhlenberg County, this is Tim Reese. We are headed to the ninth inning. Got a few changes here, new pitcher and a new left fielder. I've got a name for the pitcher. I've got no name for number 44, who's now the new left fielder. Number 44 comes in for the ejected Brock Sisson. And the new pitcher on for the Stallions, number 26, Isaac Rose. Rose on for his third appearance. He started his other two appearances, gone 3 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, walked 2, struck out 6. This is his first appearance in relief from Kentucky Wesleyan, hometown of Bremen, Kentucky. And he will try to keep the deficit to 1 here in the top of the ninth inning. The Rhythm trying to win their 6th straight ball game against a 1 loss in a row for Muhlenberg County, who come in at 3-4. Rhythm 6-3 as the first pitch is breaking pitch that hits Aiden Napier as he heads down to first base. They're going to ask the first base umpire if he swung, and the first base umpire says no, he did not. So Aiden Napier, who's on in our first sub of the game, brought to you by Jersey Mike's, is in for Frankie Delgado, and he reaches on a hit batsman. So Isaac Rose hits the first batter he sees. First pitcher from the left side as that pitch goes high and away as Zeb Burns squares around a bunt. There's a bunt right in front of the plate. Bubba Allen will hold the ball and not throw to first base. Zeb Burns wound up beating that one out. I'm not sure if the official scorer will rule that a base hit, but it's going to go as a base hit in my book. It was a bunt single. Noah Phillips apparently was, at least in Bubba Allen's mind, was late arriving at the bag, so Allen did not throw. And that brings up Reese Holbrook. We should see a bunt right here as he already starts to square. And the ball's in the dirt. Bubba Allen blocks that one up. Pitch goes down low for ball 1. Holbrook has 2 infield singles, ground balls to the shortstop, and grounded back to the pitcher and lined out to the center fielder. He's 2 for 4. Top of the 9th. First baseman creeping third base, told to go back. That pitch almost hits Holbrook, as Aiden Napier has to scurry back to second base. So Napier at second and Zeb Burns at first. Cale Hill at first base is charging, gives Zeb Burns an opportunity to get off first base as Noah Phillips snuck in behind Burns, but throw not made as strike called. Now, I don't know if that's accurate, those stats regarding 2 starts. I would assume that they are. Some of the OVL stats I've found are not accurate, but just call them as I see them. Square around the bunt, pulls the bat back, and that's sliced to left field. That will get down in front of the new left fielder. And that is now bases loaded, 3rd hit of the ball game for Reese Holbrook. Flare into shallow left field. Again, not hit hard, but hit in the right spot. Now 2 hits on my scorebook. See if I can even find anything on Game Changer. Somebody out there is probably watching. But Levi Perrell steps in, Mimi's grandson, down in South Carolina. Breaking pitch curves around the plate, called strike. Perrell 1 for 2. He's walked and scored and bunt single and scored. Scored 2 of the 4 runs. Looking to drive in a couple right here. Infield is in. Swing and a miss on a fastball outside. Probably would have been called a strike. Coming up on 10 o'clock Central Time. Step off by Isaac Rose. That's his 1 for this batter. I've already had 1 of those called. It's a ball where he stepped off twice. His pitch in the dirt, blocked by Allen. He grunts when he makes a block there at times. They did rule Zeb Burns' bunt a single. I have 8 hits for the Rhythm. There's a fastball on the outside corner, called strike. And there's your first out, and that brings to the plate left-handed hitting Jackson Cothran. First strikeout for Isaac Rose in another lefty-lefty matchup right here. As Cothran is 1 for 4. Big swing and a foul tip off of Bubba Allen behind the plate. Jackson Cothran would love to take one out of the park here. As I said earlier, they're reconstructing this field. They've moved home plate forward. Don't know that they moved the fence, the outfield fence, back or not. So, but ball has not been traveling tonight as that pitch is fouled off right at the mouth of Muhlenberg County. No balls, 2 strikes to Cothran with 1 out and the bases loaded. And oh, 0-2 pitch, swung on, and that ball went into the dirt. Apparently did not tip it. So a 3-pitch strikeout. This one's swinging. And now the Rhythm, 2 outs with the bases loaded. And that brings up Logan Harrell, who will swing from the right side for the first time tonight. The switch hitting first baseman. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. And sandwiched in the middle are 2 walks. Looking for his first hit. 2 out knock. That's a breaking pitch on the outside corner. We'll see if that confidence level is back from the right side. Just graduated from high school a month ago. Now playing college baseball as that fastball misses out. Isaac Rose on the mound, trying to get out of this in the top of the ninth. Breaking pitch, lined right at the shortstop. Soft line drive for out number 3. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 3 runners left on base. That is 9 runners left on base for full count tonight, as they do have 8 hits on the game changer, so my scorebook is in line with theirs. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth. The Stallions will have to walk it off or tie it with 1 run. Jack Thompson back out on the mound for the Rhythm. You're listening to the Full Count Rhythm Broadcast Network.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your order fresh right in front of you. And let me tell you, watching that can send a rush of emotions through a person. Excitement, impatience, baby-like wonder, indecisive, anticipatory chewing, nervous pacing, happy claps, and finally, jealousy, because that's this guy's sub. I should order one. Good idea. Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Here at Pizza Ranch, our research tells us kids love our buffet. All right, kids, to recap, your favorite things about eating at Pizza Ranch: pizza, chicken leg. Wait, who said pudding plate? Joey, what's a pudding plate?
It's a plate full of pudding.
Carl, put it on the board. Kids love Pizza Ranch, and parents love that kids eat free on Tuesday nights.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
I think this kid is onto something.
We head to the bottom of the ninth. Guess I need to get the count cleared out of there. 4-3 Rhythm lead. As Jack Thompson on for a save will face Caden Ray. First pitch he faces. Breaking pitch in there for a called strike. Thanks for sticking with us here tonight on Full Count Rhythm Broadcast Network on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Hazardous duty pay tonight. Thompson ahead in the count. There's a base hit in the left field, and there's the tying run on board. As the 0-2 pitch, a breaking pitch, swung on right about knee high. Perfect time now for a dudette double play. It is the 3rd hit of the game for the Stallions. Caden Ray now 1 for 3. And Cale Hill steps in for his 2nd at-bat of the ball game. He struck out swinging in the 7th. He will square the bunt, and he'll get hit by a fastball that rides in on him, and that puts the winning run on at first base. Cale Hill needing time down there. I'm not sure if he got hit in the hand. He takes the batting gloves off and looks like he's good to go. And number 23 steps in, not on my roster, and he will attempt to bunt, foul that pitch at the plate. Batting in the 9th position. This is his 3rd at-bat, and it has not recorded an official at-bat yet. He's walked and been hit by a pitch. Jack Thompson's breaking pitch. It's grounded right in front of the mound. Thompson throws to first base. Safe as Zeb Burns had to jump for the throw from Jack Thompson, as I'm sure the ball's wet. That'll be a sac bunt. And that will load the bases. Sacrifice E1 on the throw, second error on the rhythm. And that brings leadoff batter Ethan Rothschild to the plate. Infield is in. Grass is wet, and the ball will shoot off this infield. Aiden Napier has to make a play right there on a ball down low. Whoops, not a strike. Timeout called. Tyler Sills will come out and talk to Jack Thompson. On the one, after the 1-0 count. And Marky Silva will call an offensive timeout as well. Call all of his base runners in. A very, very difficult situation that Jack Thompson has placed himself in here, with a base hit by Caden Ray on an 0-2 pitch into left field. Let's see how. We'll see if Rothschilds was charged with an at-bat there. They're saying this shortstop's name is Chauvin, okay. Well, I guess I could have looked there to see who the batters were. There's a breaking pitch in there for a called strike. Cahill is the new left fielder. There's another called strike. One ball, two strikes on the leadoff batter, and he strikes him out. He's saying that he foul tipped it, but it looked like Napier caught it anyway. Second strikeout for Thompson, and now Noah Phillips, who has a big 2-run double, steps in there. See if they put a play on it all. Be a squeeze play. One out, a breaking pitch in there for a called strike. That breaking pitch misses down low. Charlie Chauvin. That's a line drive to left field. Caught by Cooper Holbrook. They're going to throw back to second and double off the runner at second base, Cale Hill. And that is your ball game. What a doodad double play that was, as Cooper Holbrook was coming in on the line drive and made the catch. Cale Hill was getting off the bag at second base. Cooper Holbrook throws behind him and forces him at second base, and that's the final out. In the Rhythm, take this one 4-3. What an ending to that game, as I'm not sure if Nick Judd will get credit for that win or Jordan Walden, who ended up pitching the fifth. Probably they'll give it to Walden. Let's see if that will be his first win. It will be. And Noah Phillips hit a line drive into a double play. So Cale Hill gets retired 7-4 for the last out, and a Dudek Communications double play. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 runners left on base. And the Rhythm win their 6th game in a row, 4-3. The Rhythm moved to 7-3 on the year, and Muhlenberg County falls to 3-5. Rhythm will play tomorrow night at Paducah. I don't know that there's any weather issues that we should be aware of there, but let's get to our player of the game. Because right now it's I'm thinking it's Cooper Holbrook, but I think it probably needs to be Reese Holbrook. He ends up with 3 hits. 3 for 5, does score 1 run. Other than 3 hits, it was a team effort. We're going to give Reese Holbrook the Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram player of the game. Congratulations to Reese and brother Cooper, who makes an outstanding play on a catch. He had to jump for that line drive to left field and ended up making a catch and a heads-up play to nail the runner at second base for the Dudette double play. Well, that'll be all for now. I got to hustle up and break down the equipment. Hopefully we'll have some good internet from Paducah. Thanks for joining us tonight on the Full Count Rhythm Broadcast Network. We'll talk to you tomorrow night. Let me get you our verse of the game before we go. Don't want to miss that. It's Psalm 100. Shout for joy to the Lord, all the earth. Worship the Lord with gladness. Come before him with joyful songs. Know that the Lord is God. It is he who made us. We are his people, the sheep of his pasture. Enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and praise his name. Verse 5, for the Lord is good, and his love endures forever. His faithfulness continues through all generations. That's Psalm 100, folks. It's a good one to check out on a regular basis. God bless those missionaries down in Nicaragua. Please pray for them as they continue to spread the gospel, play a little baseball, and pray for this team as we travel back to Hendersonville, Gallatin on the bus. And in the Noah Huddleston ride, I think I might be riding back with him, taking my life in his hands. But thanks again for joining me on the Full Count Rhythm Broadcast Network. Good night. Talk to you tomorrow.
This has been another Full Count Rhythm baseball game presented by Full Count Ministry and Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. See you next time on the Full Count Broadcast Network. This has been another Full Count Rhythm baseball game.